How's it going, guys? Just sitting here at the moment watching this. I hooked up just a single one to the distilled water, and for right now, it's doing pretty good. I have had to kick on the other one just to kind of jumpstart this to actually get it to start working, but so far it's actually staying going pretty well just with the single one. And I got the stuff ready so I can make the other stuff I needed to get done. Let me get some stuff out of the way here. And I was planning on doing a heat generator and forgot that you actually got to have rubber to make it because you got to have the heat coil thing. So I'm going to have to go with, well, I'm not even going to be able to make the whole regular generator because I got to have rubber. And I'm having trouble. So I got all this stuff ready and can't even use it. I just realized that. I got everything ready to make a bat box and a regular generator. Can't do it. But I can make my minecarts and I can go ahead and get my motor done. Okay. Because see, the problem is I gotta have these, which can't do, and I gotta have that one, which I can't do. Okay, so I need that, and alright, how do I make the wheels? Okay, hammer and wrench. I've actually never made them this way before. So this is a new one for me. There's the wheels. And then, I don't know if it's, wait a minute. Flip this up here. Okay, wrench and hammer like that. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is make a furnace minecart and a chest minecart. And what I'm probably going to do is make a few of these to fill up and put into this. And I'm going to have to make a crowbar to put in there or to connect them. But I'll make a Gregtech crowbar because it will work, and I can use it for more things. And I need 2 of these. And I have been mining around like crazy trying to find some magnesium, and still haven't found it. I went in the, there's my motor. So once I get everything found, which mainly is just magnesium, I now have my motor to go with my shredder. Those two right there, as soon as I can find one thing of magnesium. I went in the nether, did some mining in there. You can see I got a whole bunch of netherrack. And I found this stuff, which I didn't know should even be spawning, because last I knew there was a config option which I turned on that things wouldn't spawn that were provided by another mod, and this is basically thorium. So it makes thorium flakes, and you can, it shows up as being, oops, would you stop hitting the wrong one? It shows up as being thorium, or for everything else you can crush it right into thorium. But I found some of that, and I found banded iron, limonite, and malachite vein, which is the same vein I already found here in the overworld. And so I got a little bit of the malachite done that I had grabbed. I then decided I was going to make a trip towards the ocean here in the overworld, trying to find pyrolusite, and I know I have to be between 20 and 30 to find it. So I made this long tunnel, and this thing goes on and on and on and on, and I never found anything in it. It actually goes all the way down and then turns and goes over towards that orange right there that says limonite, and that's when I found another limonite. I found this nice little crevice here full of lava. So I'm really just kind of stuck right now with trying to find, I decided I'd come up here and go to 10. That's my next mining adventure. Or go up 10 to 30 and mine across there and see if I can find anything. Got a bunch of my lignite done up, and I'm working on getting brown limonite so I can do up another bunch of iron. And I'm actually probably going to start on rotary craft in the next episode, unless I manage to find the limonite I'm needing. And I just realized something. I had a whole barrel full of stone sitting here. It wasn't a whole barrel, but I had a barrel of stone sitting there. And it's not there. I'm wondering if it caught on fire one day and I didn't realize it. Because I didn't use all the stone I had. It's just kind of weird. This one, you would think, would have caught on fire too. Because things will catch on fire because of the burning box. But I thought being that far away should have kept it from getting caught on fire. But I think I lost a whole bunch of stone. Because I was actually looking to see if I had the stuff I needed to make my blast furnace for rotary craft, and I don't have any more stone. And I did make a few more molds. I made this one, which is a file head mold. That one, which is a sword mold, and let's see, item casing mold. I'll show you guys this one in case you don't want to go back to my bronze video and look it up. You can see it in here. The file head was actually an accident because I was trying to make a shovel, and the shovel is 3x3 with a little stem there, and the file is 3x3 with two little stems there, and the sword is a 3x4 with the little stem there. So they're all three very similar, and I ended up with this one, trying to make this one after making that one, if I remember correctly. This is the item casing. You got 3x3, miss a row, and then another 1x3, and then a 1x4 column down the side there. And I just went back to my first bronze video and looked them up because I'm still unable to find me a dungeon with a book in it. I finally found a dungeon, but no book. Also, there's a new server that Axel made for Thylacraft. It is a hard mode server. Well, it's not really a hard mode server. It's a hard ass server. If anybody's interested in playing, where in the heck did the rest of my ender pearls go now? I had them right here in this chest. Oh, I moved them up one. Okay. Anyways, he added like a lot of survival type mods to it. There's zombie invasion, zombie awareness, hungry zombies, hardcore darkness, um, all kinds of crazy stuff like that that's just gonna basically kick your butt while trying to do Gregtech at the same time. So if anybody's interested in trying that out, let me know. It's also got, most of the regular mods that we play with alongside Gregtech missing. There's no IE. There's no extra utilities. There's a harder dungeon mod added in that adds. It's almost like the roguelike dungeon from what I can tell, but they're not procedurally generated. They're kind of like strongholds where they're generated by a generator, not by a set configuration of stuff, where it just uses the same kind of pattern. So there's no real way of knowing what you're going to find when you try to use them or go into them. So I think that's about all I noticed that was really different. I did notice something weird though. I wanted to show you guys real quick. Netherrack does not have a centrifuge thing anymore where you can get coal and redstone and sulfur out of it. And also there is a need for netherrack dust in rotary craft, but for some reason the netherrack powder for factorization and the netherrack dust from rotary craft are not in the same thing. Where is the... There it is. Netherrack dust. So you use it by grinding up netherrack, and you use it to make jet fuel. And you can centrifuge it to 80% of gunpowder, 25% chance of glowstone, and a 40% chance of sulfur. But they're not together in the ore dictionary. They're not. I got to figure out with MineTweaker what each one is in and why they're not showing up together. There is a thing in the Gregtech 6 update that's coming out that is supposed to be adding a whole mess of things for compatibility type stuff, and I'm wondering if maybe there'll be something in there for that. So I'm probably going to wait until that comes out, because it should be out in 2 days, I do believe. And see if that does the trick before I actually go mind tweaking this stuff. But I know that I can check this one just by doing this, and that tells me that it's in ore dust netherrack. Now I have to actually get it the other ways to be able to do that, or I have to go into creative, which I have a whole separate world for that, because I will not take this world into creative to be able to do that. And looks like I'm gonna have to kickstart this thing again. This is how I've been jump starting it. Just grab a couple saplings, throw them in here, let that kick that on for a second. It gets up to power, and usually that'll kick out enough steam. Oh, it died already. Last time I did it, it was already up to temperature. So 4 was enough. This time I'll need a couple extra. Try this again. And let's see if that's enough to kick it on there. I tried doing this video a few hours ago at like midnight for you guys, and I ended up with a terrible headache and couldn't really concentrate on what I was doing, so that's how it ended up being so late tonight. I actually had to take some ibuprofen and lay down to end up getting it to go away. And I'm going to make a steel crowbar so I can hook up my train. I don't have the 3 rods made, and I'm not gonna force you guys to sit here and watch me cook up 3 more steel. Actually, as little as I'm gonna use it, I'm probably gonna make gold, because I got plenty of gold. And I'm not really going to be needing it that often that I need something as durable as steel. So I'm going to get that cooked up and made so I can actually use my train, because that limonite vein that I have over there is right near my regular mine. So I'll be able to bring that stuff up to the surface and cart it back here without having to go through that long tunnel I made. What do I have in here? Obsidian scrap. Okay. Didn't even know I had that in there. So I'm going to get back to work on that. I got a whole bunch of brown limonite here so I can get some more iron made up, and I will, like I said, probably start rotary craft next time. See if I can get me something to chop some trees down with. Maybe start on my lubricant production so I can use shafts and gears and stuff. And so we might get into that next time. I'm also going to do a lot more mining. See if I can find some manganese, so maybe I can make some rubber sometime this month. This not being able to make rubber thing is starting to get on my nerves. I'm hoping, if nothing else, I can find another dungeon. I want to try to put that dungeon mod in here to see if maybe it'll, because it has loot chests in it, but the last time I tried a dungeon mod with Gregtech 6, the books that it put in it didn't have the NBT data on it, so it would just give you, for like these books here, they wouldn't have anything on them. It was a blue book that said material dictionary, but it didn't say any kind of material. It was completely useless. And so I'm kind of worried about it having that same issue. Problem is, I don't like to, I've never messed with one of those dungeons. I've never gone into one, and I don't really want to go into creative, try it out, see if what I get in it's going to be right in creative, because it'll kind of spoil a little bit of what's in there. And I like to be surprised when I do things like that. That's why I hate using creative, because other than the fact that it feels like it's cheating because you can just spawn in anything you need, it also kind of breaks the surprise of what can and will happen when you actually do it. And these daggone spiders, man, I'm telling you, they are getting seriously annoying up here. I have got to get to work and get into my new place. Just dealing with these spiders up here on my roof are getting very annoying. And one of these days I'm going to come out here to kill them like that. And I'm going to have a creeper fall on my head. I can see it happening now. But anyways, I think I've rambled on enough. So I will let you guys go for tonight. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one.